Hello friends, it's Brittney from the Pretty Plus. Today I'm sharing with you my first budget review of 2021. It's for January 2021. I'm in my office break room again because I'm on my lunch. That is why there is a huge nutcracker behind me, this big fork. This is not my home decor, but I mean, if it's yours and you need some inspo, we got that behind us. But I am just going to run through what we spent in January 2021, where all of our money went, and I probably have some explaining to do. We did some spending in January, but it is what it is. It's all good. So mortgage was the same, $680. Our car payment, we didn't have one for January because I got a new car in, I don't remember, December? November? I don't remember. I got a new car and we just now switched over to making our car payment for that car. So January we had a freebie. Phones were $166, internet $65. Gas and electric was a little over at $241. It's been very cold, so that's understandable. $500 is what we saved for Clara's daycare for the month of February. And then our online subscription is Hulu, and that's $12. We budgeted $350 for groceries, and we spent way more than that. I know where our downfall was, and it was the fact that my husband's been checking Walmart a lot for, what are those things? Sports cards. That's like a thing right now. If you don't know about it, consider yourself not affected by it. However, sports cards are a thing, and my husband just wants to find some to open them. And so when he goes in, he's like, I'm going to Walmart. Do you need anything? I always have something that I need because, like, I always have something I need. And I would usually just push it off and wait until the last minute, go to the store, or just go without it. But if he's going, I'll get it. And I know that when you go to the store more often, you have things like that. So today he said he is going to the store, but I already placed my Target order, hoping to not give him something to get every time he goes to the store. However, it is helpful because I'm super pregnant still, and I don't go into the stores very often if I don't have to. So it's been really helpful that he does. Hit and miss there. So besides that, I did like an Aldi chicken stock up, and that was more than we would usually spend. $437 is what we ended up spending. And hiccups. I always have hiccups. Oh yeah. $87 over budget. Technically, we'll get to where we spent more on groceries later, but we didn't put it in the grocery part because it was a lot of groceries and a lot of other stuff. So anyway, I'll just explain that later. But we budgeted $40 for Joey and North. We spent $40 on Joey and North. Medical bills, $300. That is for my doctor bill, for the doctor that will be delivering the babies. He has like a fee that we pay so that like we're trying to pay it before the babies get here. That's just how it works. I don't know why it works that way. It just does. So we split up the payment instead of just getting like, I don't know, $2,000 at the end. It's like $300 a month. So no debt payments still, which is great. Spent $128 at restaurants, just a little over, nothing crazy. Budgeted $250 for our gas for our cars, and we spent $246. Allowance was back in this month, and that was $80. That's $50 for Brett, $30 for me, and $20 of mine goes toward our phones because of my watch. So that's why I get less than him. Just letting you know. I don't actually. I just put it towards something else. And then, our sinking funds are totally different. I think I talked to you about this before. I was going to do a whole, this was my January budget thing, and I just haven't done, like, this was my 2020 budget thing is what I mean, and I just haven't done it yet. I don't know if I'm going to. I don't know what that would look like because we're already into February, but basically we cut our sinking funds down to just a few, And they're the most important ones, the ones we use most of the time. Other things that we would need that we had sinking funds for, we can either just, roll with it if we have money that month, or we can take money from our savings if we really need to. So insurance, we're still doing that one because we pay a discounted bill if we pay it all up front. That was $115 is what we put in there. We're doing, again, I'm in my break room at work, so I was interrupted. Travel, we're doing this for travel and for our car and house sinking funds. We're only contributing from January to April. The twins will be here no later than mid-April, so we'll then start paying more in daycare and stuff. And so I just wanted to have these sinking funds out of the way, free up some room in our budget for later in the year when things have the potential to get very tight. So travel, we're putting away $75 for the first 4 months, like $75 each month. Presents and Mason sinking fund, those are both monthly still. $60 for presents, $115 for the Mason sinking fund, which is presents for me, Brett, Clara, the twins, and like things like Valentine's Day and anniversaries, stuff like that. So more presents and some like dining out opportunity type of thing. So $115 there. $300 is how much we're putting in our car/house sinking fund. We found that I found when I was looking at things that one year we would spend more on the house, one year we'll spend more on the car, and I just figured I'd put it into one fund and we wouldn't have to worry about which is which. We just have it out of one fund. So we have that, and then we with Clara, we did this, and we're doing it with the twins as well, as we saved $100 for the baby, $100 for the baby each month. So at the end, and we did it for 8 months. So at the end, Clara had $800 just sitting there in her, like, we used it. So we would use it to buy things that we needed for her throughout her first year, or when I was pregnant with her, buying things to prepare. For the twins, we're doing $100 each. So the goal is to have $1,600 total. However, we've already been using it, so I think we have like $100 some in there right now. Just because we've been purchasing things that we need for them. And then with the rest of Clara's, she had like a few $100s left when she was turning 1. We used that on her birthday party. So hopefully we'll be able to do something fun like that with the rest of the money. Anyway, and then $100 for kid expenses. That for us this time was a few really cheap shirts for the twins, curtains for Clara's room, some sandals that were on really good sale that I've been wanting for Clara for a long time from Piper Finn, and then some clothes for Clara because she's growing taller, from Old Navy. Like, got some jeans and some shirts. So we spent $81. The reason there are like blank spaces in here is because I was just writing in like all the things that we were spending on the twins and Clara, and then I went through and I was like, okay, this was specifically twin something, and I got like a certain number and I moved it over. So I moved this 115 was over here, and I just moved it and took it from the twins account instead of having it just be randomly out of our account. So my birthday was in January, and we spent $100 from our Mason sinking fund. We had a premium increase on our insurance for our cars because I got a new, bigger car. I'm frozen. My thing froze. I'm not exactly sure where I left off, but basically $125 extra for our insurance because of my bigger, newer car. Cat boxes and mats we got new ones for the cats, and that was $21. Curtains, shirts, and hangers for the twins. Curtains, again, bath caddy for the twins. High chairs, organizers, and book racks for the twins. A dehumidifier for our basement. We decided we're going to have one in the front and one in the back. We have a big basement. We live in an area where water gets into basements very easily. So we just want to make sure that it's dry down there. We've been able to keep it pretty dry, but I think we just need it for both areas. And then Brett found a really good deal on it, so we got another dehumidifier. I paid a deposit for our newborn pictures. We'll do like a lifestyle type of session, and that was $75. So that's all we did with our sinking funds that I just talked to you about. And then, so we made, well, our total income was $7,041. You have to remember that we got the $1,800 from the stimulus check. What else? We got $69 sent back to us from when we paid off my car. That's how much we overpaid. And then our credit card cashback was higher because we put the down payment for my car on a credit card and then paid it off from our savings account just so we could get some cash back, which was helpful. And then, let's see. So at the end of the month, it was supposed to be $3,133, but we went over by $133. So we had $3,000 to surplus. If we did nothing else this month, we would have had $3,000 in our savings account. But did we do that? No, we did not. So we ended up buying a Fire Stick because we had a really old Apple TV in on our second TV. And I've been using it a lot more often because we put it into the bedroom, and we haven't had a TV in the bedroom ever. So, but I've been pregnant and needing to lay down more often. We got some storage containers. We bought a couch, a love seat, and a recliner. It was more than that, but Brett paid the overage. So we knew that we were going to spend our surplus, like our stimulus on it, which is helpful, I guess, I can't get in and out of our couch very easily. Our couch is pretty old, but I think it's still nice. We're moving it to another room in our house that we can use as another family room. And I think we'll need the space to spread out once we have more kids. We got a new garbage disposal guard, filed Indiana taxes. We had a toll from our trip to Tennessee back in September, and we went to Sam's Club. And that was $319. I did a huge stock up of meat, and I processed it all, and it's all in the freezers. I want to get a lot of freezer stuff done, some like pantry preparation, all that type of stuff I want to have done before we have the twins here, just so it's another thing that's like off my plate that I can just walk out to one of the freezers and have dinner like pretty much already there and just not have to worry about it. That's my safety net. That's me nesting. So my house is dirty. Don't care. We have food. I don't have to go anywhere. That's the key. And then we put $770 into our savings account. So I think that's it. I guess the last thing is the roundup thing. You guys know, I've talked about it before if you haven't been here. We round up every change to the next dollar, and then the next, like all that change goes to Clara's savings account. We are trying to decide what we're going to do once we have the twins, and we'll want to set like savings accounts. Like this was almost $17. They'd each get like what, $5.50 or so. Like not ideal. So we were just trying to decide, like, do we like round up, like when we're sending money to savings, this was $770. Do we just take like $750 or $700 and then take the rest and divide it between the three of them? I don't know. We'll figure it out. But Clara got $16.90 put into her savings account. And that's it. That is January all wrapped up. I hope that this has been helpful for you to see, and that if you're working on paying off debt, it can totally be done. If you're working on saving up an emergency fund, which is where we are, we already had one saved up, we had to use some of it, so we're back to saving up more. You can do that as well. It's hard work. You can do it. And with that all being said, if you want to see more videos like this, or if you want to see the beginning of what our February is looking like, you can subscribe, stick around, all that jazz. You can find me on the internet at The Pretty Plus on Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. As always, on theprettyplus.com. That's my heart, my blog, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.